Yes.
All right, welcome to Jack Dodson'S Racing and I mean, it should be the Scott and Adam show tonight.
Something like that.
I mean, Jack ain't, he's nowhere to be found.
No Jack tonight, but all our shirts say Jack.
That is true.
So
That is
he's
true.
doing something.
He does have his
The
own,
Robbie Parker show.
does have his own damn shirt, right? All right, let's thank our marketing partners here. GAC, Great American Company. I think Papa John's, Adam got our pizza tonight, being Jack is MIA tonight. It's nice and hot today. It tastes different when it's hot.
Yeah, hot off the press, man. Made that fresh.
Slinger Speed Company, official T-shirts of the Jack Dodson'S Racing Insider News Show. Got a shout out to Tim. Got some new shirts we're gonna be giving out. We'll give a few out this weekend. So
Is y'all's official driver get a T-shirt?
you know,
Maybe.
we're gonna give some.
You got a driver's suit, buddy.
Yeah. Which he really likes that one better than the other one.
I mean, it looks good.
It's probably about 10 pounds lighter, it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
And it's way more vented. It fits a whole lot better. I mean, who is the MGM?
Tony McAllister.
Yeah,
People did it. Yeah, it's a K1 suit. Same one. I mean, if it's good enough for Kyle Larson, it's obviously good enough for you, right?
It's the best fitting suit I've ever had.
Yeah.
You know, I don't.
It's all relieved and it's got the stretchy
I can
places thing
fit
there.
over
The reeds.
popping stitches.
Yeah.
It fits where it needs to fit. And it's
It is a nice suit. And thank Tanya for helping us with that. Yeah, thank Bonnert's Brothers Distillery. One day Jack's gonna get us some samples. MPM Marketing with Tanya McAllister. If you need a fire suit, a custom fire suit, or some help with social media or writing proposals, Tanya is the woman for that. Let's see. Let's go down here. We hit Mosquito Joe. Get 50% off on your first month of service on this side of the water, from Newport News to Richmond. Call them and tell them either the racetrack or a Jack Dodson'S show, and you get 50% off on your first month of service. I don't know how many first months of service can you get though. You know, you might say, hey, can you make this month my first one, and then put it in somebody else's name next week, and get another free. You know, maybe
if you skip a month,
right?
then
Yeah.
is that just is the next
Yeah,
month
maybe
your first month?
to try that. Maybe
My
Rob
first
will
month
let it go. That's right. That's right. I mean, we should do it with the Cox Cable all the time, right? That's how you get a good deal.
I mean, 30-day trial with LLC.
Right. Fast Eddie's Barbecue. I thank Fast Eddie we had barbecue last week or so, and I see it was on
Tableside
Rally. Yeah, it was catered. I mean, full service.
Yeah, man.
And I seen it was on Rally Music's car this last week.
Was it really?
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
S&N Communications. I think this weekend is S&N Communications night here at Langley Speedway.
Next week.
Is it next
The
week?
12th, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Warburton will be here.
That's right. Airlock for you guys that want air to your helmets. It's a cool magnetized deal to keep your hose on your helmet, so you don't got to plug it in every time. You just get it close, it will magnetize to it. They do have a carbon fiber one. I don't know the price point on that one. I think the other one, and it comes with a air hose or a little air pump that pumps on it. They're using that for all kinds of different things now in the Cup Series for defrost on these road courses and rain and that kind of stuff. Talk to Todd at Factory Canopies. That's the same guy that does the airlock stuff. If you need a tent, check those guys out. I think Miles of Seamless Gutter for putting up the money for our silly ideas for sponsoring somebody. Chris has been the recipient here the last couple of years.
I'm not allowed again.
He's banned.
You can't, at least can't win the grand prize. Langley Speedway, 75 years here at Langley Speedway. We got to thank Bill, Chuck, Terry, and all those guys for allowing us to do the show from here.
Happy birthday, Chuck.
That's right.
Happy anniversary.
And anniversary. Yeah, dude, that's a slacker. You know,
Two
who
in one
gets
deal.
married on his birthday, so he can't never forget it.
Yeah, right. Mind the holiday. presents.
2-for-1 deal.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how the hell he pulled that one off. I'm gonna ask him.
There's less presents you gotta buy.
Yeah. He's like, well, where's my birthday? We just call it even. We don't get anybody.
Yeah.
Each other. Sorry, go. Last but not least, Frontline Performance Fuels, Parts, and Lubrications, the hottest fuel at Langley Speedway. I keep saying, may or may not pass tech. I don't know, but we'll see. But I don't know. Sammy keeps passing.
It's doing okay
techs,
right now.
so I don't know if they tested it yet.
Well,
so
It's probably
we'll-
next week.
More trash I keep talking about. Going to check it sooner or later. Let's see. What's up, Mark? Victoria. What's up, Eddie Clark? Victoria Townsend. Danny. Go brush your hair. What's up, Danny? With that, we got no news because Jack's not here. So,
yeah.
but you were at Sobo this weekend,
Dude,
You,
Sobo-
you drove the truck out
They
there.
let me
huh?
drive the pace truck. I don't know how that happened. Somebody had to do it, so I volunteered, man.
You drove it from the track there. You had a free
Yep.
ride, man.
Drove it down and had a great time, man. Brandon and his crew did such a great job. Fireworks. I mean, they had limited
You were at
racing.
the bar at the night.
Had to hang out at the bar, man. After the racing was done, they do it right over there and put on a great show. And God, it was so much fun, man.
Man, the hometown guys represented well down there.
Big time, dude. The hometown guys had a lot of speed. Unfortunately, Matt Waltz did not get through post-race tech. They've been disqualified for those that didn't hear the
Quite
news.
fast enough. I thought he was really the car to beat, right? I mean,
Oh,
I mean, besides the DQ,
Matt's always solid. You can't count the 2 car out.
They've been on
He-
fire
he-
this year, man.
but he has, right? I
Yeah.
mean, look, he was dominant here a few years ago. Kind of took a break there for a little while.
That brief Xfinity run and
Yeah, a few years ago, and then the last couple of years, they just kind of started working on their equipment again, right? Kind of honed. They came and they'd run top 10, fifth or so, but not the old school, Matt, which we expect to see.
passing out the field on the outside.
Yeah.
I mean, they had
And-
that Hampton Heat where the cars wrapped around the racetrack and he led 3/4 of it, then he got spun and caught the traffic.
Mhm.
But he was the car to beat that day. And there was 45
Well,
cars.
what was that the year that they came down pit road too early? Wasn't it him? And
No, I think he got turned.
well, there was one year. Who was it that came down pit road too soon? Nick Smith and Matt, I think it was.
It might have been.
Maybe.
The year I'm talking about is the year they learned they had to give them 1 or 2 to go before they doubled them up.
Mm.
If they doubled them up, they want to go.
They were still
Come on, take the green. You still got cars in the turn.
trying to figure it out. Yeah. But I think if Connor hadn't got by Matt in that one restart, I don't know that it seemed like Matt had pretty much everybody covered. And I think even after that, it just seemed like he had a hard time getting going. And once the car got going, it seemed like the car
Yeah.
had speed. But I mean, the DQ is what it is.
Yep.
Uh,
Hope they still come out for the heat because they're going to be strong, man.
yeah. I mean, I know he's mad.
Not-
And
yeah, not
I
happy.
don't blame him.
Yeah.
I don't know how the measurements is, and I can't say intentional, not intentional. We all push the rules.
Oh, of course. But
so
go read his post. I mean, he explained everything for those that haven't seen it.
yeah,
So
I mean, it's a pretty detailed. He's calling a few people out.
Yeah, I mean-
Which I love it, man. I
Yeah.
love
It's
it.
strong.
I hate it for him because I hope he still comes and runs the Hampton Heat.
Oh, yeah.
Since he comes in with the Hampton Heat
Well, it'll just suck for the
for the points.
for the average finish, yeah.
for the what the hell am I trying to
Triple
say?
Crown.
Triple Crown, yeah, for the Triple Crown, obviously. So
Win Hampton Heat, win Martinsville, take $20,000.
I mean, if he wins both, he's got a shot, I think. So yeah, I don't know if he's out of it yet, man. So a couple guys have a bad run here and there.
Being that far down to start out, so
yeah, with 0 points, I just don't know if you could make it with a 0. I don't think you can overcome the average.
it's not last.
You don't think he could be top 10?
I mean, he might be able to get into a payday and be in there and
Yeah.
increase the money, which I think is a great thing. And I think depending upon how you run the first 2 races, I know I talked to Riley and them, and they plan on going to Martinsville, but some of them will determine how they do here at Hampton Heat,
Big time.
where the points lie, and how much money there's going to be to go. Because I mean, look, Martinsville can be a crapshoot.
Sure.
You can come back without a car. I mean,
Yeah.
let's be honest. Those the
a lot of cheap late models for sale.
Yeah. I mean, a bunch of them got tore up on Saturday.
those heat races are rough.
Yeah.
And then even the race is rough. I mean, you can destroy a car at Sobo too.
Yeah.
It's pretty rough on cars.
That is how well jump out to get you.
Both of them, man. Holy smokes.
Yeah, you carry a lot of speed, and they have balls on both sides, and that is very tricky.
We have our first entry for the Hampton Heat, just announced.
I mean, we kind of knew this, or
Well, we
good
did.
idea that Butterbean's going to be here.
Butterbean will be here. The 03 Chevy for LPP, man.
So that'll be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, we could have a repeat of him and Connor going back at it. I mean,
Dude, if he takes the
man.
lead, in this race, this place is gonna go ballistic.
Yeah. Well, him or Connor. Like, I mean, those two guys. I mean, those guys. Man, they were rough on each other the last Hampton Heat.
Yeah. Always.
Yeah.
And it was fun to race, but man, you talking about like the car control and of those two guys in that race, how much they roughed each other up, but never really lost a whole lot of.
Nobody wrecked, and they were still out front.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I don't know how many times when guys
Every
shot
other
the
lap.
other one up down 1 and 2, went by or come off a 4.
Brendan's back bumper got knocked off, and that ended up.
That's right.
I
I forgot about that.
He was dragging and got blind flagged. That's what pulled him out.
That's right. I forgot about that.
So that tells you how rough they were on each other.
Yeah.
He did the
Yeah.
back bumper off the car. Really.
So
Brendan
that's
puts
going to be
extra bars
fun.
on that bumper.
Right. Or just not put anything.
Or, yeah.
So it should be super exciting.
I'm excited, man. Yeah. That's gonna be cool. Gonna be great.
Mm-hmm.
Connor's looking for second win after winning Sobo, so
Brendan's gonna be hard to beat.
Brendan's gonna be tough, man.
Because this is gonna be told him too.
I don't know, right? I mean,
You don't know.
Well, I mean, look, we expect Brandon to be good, but LPP came a couple of weeks at the car store, and they weren't that impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. Now, obviously, Brendan getting in the car it's going to be better.
I mean, we have watched him almost go a lap down out here and then come back and win the race.
Yeah,
From saving, from a strategy standpoint.
100%. And I thought he was out to lunch, and he was done.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. It's a big save tire. You know, you don't get tires like you do at Sobo.
Right.
So I know some of the guys wish they could get 2 tires. I don't know. I don't know if it'd be better or not. It might be a little more racy if they gave them 2 tires in the middle of the race.
Make it strategy.
But I think we also get some guys that are good at saving tires, and those guys can come up front. Because, I mean, look, the pace is 2 seconds slow. I mean, it doesn't look like it from the stands.
Right.
Us guys that know.
Yeah, when they start turning 18-second laps, it's
Right. Where you can drive through the whole field on the outside and go by everybody.
Yep.
And some guys do that, get up to 5th and so just sort of maintain.
that's the race.
And
where
save.
You got to get yourself a good spot. You want to stay in the top 10, not get too far back, just ride until about 50 to go, and then
That
don't
stage
be like
break.
Chris and wait till about 38.
We'll have to get about 150. We'll have to wait and see because we're gonna have a break at 100, and then they have a break at 150. So who goes at 100? Who goes at 150? We'll have to wait and see. Then.
Well, that's true. I think it depends on how far if your car is off, you're gonna want to do it at 150. If it's not off that far, you're gonna do it at 150 or 100 opposed to 150. But still, how much are you gonna really know running 18.5-second laps? I don't know that you're gonna know that much.
You're not going to have to all
That's for them to know and for us to watch.
Yeah, well, right. It'll be
We'll find
curious
out
of what they do.
patience and experience is going to
But I think the first break's mandatory, right? Everybody comes down pit road.
Yeah, lap 100. They do a halfway break. It's like a 5-minute clock or something. Everybody parks. And then 150 is another break.
probably let them rotate their tires.
Right.
I don't know if it's mandatory pit stop or not.
I don't think 150 is mandatory. I think it's just a break.
So
I think honestly, I think it's to help munch the field back up and say, all right, because now it's go time.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's 50 to go. You have what you have.
It's a 50-lap race with a 150-lap introduction.
Correct.
Solo had breaks every 50 laps, and I think 50 and
Oh,
150.
did they really?
Yeah, 50 and 150 weren't mandatory, but 100 everybody came down. So yeah, they had a break at 50. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that.
Then they changed tires at 100. They had to change tires at lap 100, from what I understand. That's when they could do it.
That's interesting.
So yeah.
Yeah. So
Wanted to see them do something different,
sure. Yeah. Then.
but yeah, I mean, I like the 100 lap kind of
What we got this weekend here at Langley Speedway?
sprint cars, baby.
Sprint cars.
Sprint cars. Something about a truck series.
I heard something about
Something you guys know anything about a truck series?
that. I should start getting ready to put the transmission back in.
They're probably a good
We
idea.
got a couple days yet, but yeah, man. Bandoleros, Legends, something else I forget. But fireworks.
Fireworks.
Mini cups.
Mini cups.
Oh, really? There's no mini cups here? Okay. They haven't been here for a couple of years, right? They didn't come last year.
Yeah, they did.
They ran one time. The other one got rained out, I think.
Okay.
The only thing that sucks is the pit parking is going to be terrible. For everybody who forgot, they do block off half of the outside pits
For the fireworks.
And every year it's like that line, but it's a little bit.
I know it's going to be Miles Night this Saturday, and I think all the employees are coming over.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know they were coming.
I think so. I have to double check, but I think it is.
I think I told them that this was the race to come because they're doing the fireworks and all that stuff, and they all got the kids.
Right. Yeah. So it'll be fun.
Sprint cars are insane around here, man.
Yes. Unbelievable.
So the pressure from me and Jerry is really on.
It's gonna be good. What's Anthony saying?
Anthony said 150 needs to go away. Let them roll. I kind of agree a little bit.
It used to be that way. It used to be just a 100 lap break, and then and that recently, or maybe I'm crazy.
Yeah, Anthony's working this race.
He told us that a couple weeks ago.
He got a paid gig this week.
He's got a really
I
tough
don't
job.
think he told it. I think the little shit told it. I think he ratted him out.
Little shit can't keep a secret.
But he can if it's on that race car. If it's Anthony's secret, he don't care.
No.
But it'd be cool to see Brendan come back. I think obviously he's a fan favorite. He's got fans, and it's good for the sport. I mean, how much luckier can you be as a race driver? We got Brendan that's a super fan favorite, running our class,
3-time champ,
doing
multi-time
extremely
ARCA
well.
race winner. Yeah.
We got Connor,
national champion, driving for junior,
right,
kicking butt this year.
Connor and Brendan, the two most probably humble people you meet. I mean, I bumped into Connor in the service lane at my shop, and me and him sat there and talked like we know each other forever.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing as Brendan when he comes here. His head's not this big.
Correct.
He remembers where he comes from. We're still all his friends.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah.
He was here helping out that cars tour night, LPP and all that.
He was.
He didn't have to do that. I mean,
no, the girl, she wasn't feeling really good. She felt pretty bad. I mean, we interviewed her. She did not feel good at all. And I can't imagine being in a race car and not feeling good.
But Brendan's got talent and work ethic, so that's carrying him along. I mean, it's good to see that he's not having to buy his way in.
Yeah. So it'll be fun.
Shout out to PRG as well, his ARCA team, because they compete in late models against Lee, but they're letting Brendan come run with Lee. And they didn't have to do that either. So that's a really cool gesture.
What happens if it comes against the two cars, Brendan?
If PRG the late model, I don't know, man.
Well, they do have a late model. I don't know if they're running the heat or anything. I think
they weren't at Solo,
so I don't know. I can't remember. I think so. I could be wrong. But we're cool. We'll see. We got Chase here. Chase is our 715 as we've been running our mouth. See what
we tend to do that. Sorry, Chase.
What's up, Chase? How you doing, man?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you, man. Let's see.
To call Chase Mr. Dominion Raceway.
Man. Could you think, man? Just a couple years ago, he was just happy to win the one race, and now look at it. He's like,
can't stop winning.
Right? Did you think you would be here just a couple years ago? I mean, could you have envisioned where you're at today?
No, not at all. I never thought we could do anything close to this, to be quite honest with you.
And not only is he running well at Dominion, but he's competing for a national title.
I mean, that's pretty cool to say.
Heck yeah, man.
And did your dad ever did he compete against the national title, or did he ever win one? I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
He never won one. He came close in, I think, 93 when he won the track championship at Langley in Martinsville in the same year. But I think he finished second that year.
Man, 93, he was the man. Really. Here, he was the man. I mean, I can remember qualifying, and he would. I mean, then if you turn a 1660 or 1670, you were probably on the pole. He would turn a 1655, and we were like, "Damn, what the hell is he doing?" he was. You were definitely chasing that 57 all night. Right. That year in particular, he was hot. So man, if you could do it, if you could do something your dad hasn't been able to accomplish,
that's saying something.
That is saying something, because your family history is pretty rich, right?
Oh yeah, I look up to my dad a lot. But right now, I mean, we're looking pretty good. We gotta keep car count. But one thing that's going good for us is Ward. All the guys around us, they all got 14 races, and we haven't hit the 14 race mark yet, and we're still leading. So that's pretty good for us right now. As long as we can just keep doing what we're doing, we're gonna have a shot at it.
Who spots for you?
Patrick Fisher. The guy
Oh, yeah. You let him spot.
Oh, he's probably the best spotter you can ask for. Truthfully, he does a really good job.
Look, one time when I came back into the sport, I ran into him. I forget where. I think it was at Richmond International one time. I seen him down in the pits at a cup race, and I and I made the mistake. I'm like, didn't you used to help Bug Harefield? And he was like, hell no, he used to help Bug Harefield. He knows who I'm talking about, though. I mean, you guys at Bugs Harefield was, man, you talk. I don't know. You can't compare him. He was another one that was hot in those same times your dad was. But a character is an understatement to talk about Bugs Harefield.
Oh yeah, him and Dad battled each other quite a bit back in the day. I know that. I hear stories about it all the time.
Yeah. You got anything else?
I mean, man, I don't know how your season can get any better, Chase. You guys are what, 6 for 6 in the last 6 starts, something like that. You guys are catching fire in the middle of July.
So we won the first 3 out of 4, and then we got taken out of the one twin race. I think it's twin 75s we had. Then that's when we went and won 6 in a row. Then we started in the back the second twin race for national points to try and get national points, and we were about 4 seconds behind, but we came close. There was no cautions, and we were 4 seconds behind, I think, with 25 to go, and then we had like a 6/10 gap coming to the finish line at the end. So, we came up second, but it was still a good night for us.
Yeah, for sure. So what was your goal going into this year?
Originally it was to win Rookie of the Year. So we were going to try and go win Rookie of the Year and hopefully the track championship at Dominion. Looking pretty good for both of those still.
I'd say so. I would say, how big a points lead do you have?
What was that?
How big a points lead do you have?
At Dominion or National?
Well, both.
I think National we got about an 8 to 6 point lead. At Dominion we got about a 64 point lead, I think.
A 64 point lead?
Chase, you might want to go on vacation, buddy.
I know you go ahead and put your name on the trophy on that one. 64 points? That's crazy.
That's unbelievable.
Well, you could skip a race, right?
Greg Edwards doesn't even have a 64-point lead here.
We'd be able to skip a few races. I was thinking about maybe getting my dad in the car at the end of the year if we had a good enough points gap.
Oh, now that would be a fan favorite right there.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But now, have you said that to him? And has he agreed to it?
I didn't really give him much of a choice.
Oh, really? Because if he don't do that well, you'll have some trash talking to do.
Yeah, we'll see. I might be able to get another car ready, and we might be able to race together. We'll see what's happening. But first thing is try to get it ready for the Hampton Heat, and then try to get it ready for Dominion.
Now, would you move him out of the way for the win?
Oh, 100%. It would.
I don't know. I bet the old man would be hard to get by.
Yeah, I mean.
But now, if you got another car ready, you go put him in your car and you drive the other one, or do you put him in the other car?
I'd let him do whatever he wants to do. Truthfully, it depends on how good the other car is. Because I mean, at the end of the day, I still need to try and win a national championship. But I mean, if we're past that end of the season mark for the national championship, I'll probably let him in my car.
How many races do you have left?
Right now at Dominion, I think we got 14 races left. So that includes like twin races and all that. But we still got a good chunk left.
Wow.
Did you say you're coming July 19th to race?
The plan is to do that right now. We officially signed up for the Hampton Heat. It's going to be my late model stock car debut, so we'll see how that goes and just do the best we can. Truthfully, I don't have any expectations, just to go out there and have fun, make every lap, and learn the most I can. That's all I can really do. I'm excited for it. I've been watching my dad and my brother drive that race for a couple of years, and it just seems like a cool experience. I just want to be able to soak it all in and just have fun.
Oh, I think it would be way cool. Is your brother gonna run?
I'm hoping he'll help me. I don't think he doesn't plan on running at the moment, but I hope he helps me. I kind of need his help.
I was just thinking about if he had to rough his brother up in the race, and then it might cause an issue, you know.
Well, that'd be cool, man. We're excited to have you. That's a
Thank
pretty
you.
big
I
deal.
love racing at Langley, so it's
Do
gonna
you
be fun.
plan on coming? Do you plan on coming and running any other races?
We'll just have to see how it goes and just kind of go along with things that happen. I mean, as long as things don't happen at Dominion, there's probably a good possibility we'll be back. We just we have to see how things go.
Your brother's boss done said, heck no, he is not racing. So the boss has done said, and we know she's in charge.
She banged the gavel.
At least that's what we're going to tell everybody.
Well, we tried.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
have a big enough heart attack with just one of us driving. I don't think she needs both of us driving.
So who helps you more up at Dominion? Is it your dad or your brother? Is it kind of like a big family event?
So we got Chris Matthews. He helps us out a lot at Dominion. My brother, he comes and helps out during race day. My dad, obviously, he does too. Then we have quite a few pit crew members that help. Adam, Caleb, my girlfriend Chloe, she helps me out quite a bit too. Roger, he comes out and helps us too. It's kind of like a big racing family that we have that just kind of all come around and have fun.
Now, do you get involved in the setup side and working on the car?
I'm trying to. I'm trying to learn all I can. I don't have the knowledge to really get into it, but if I want a change here and there, all I gotta do is tell them, and either me, my dad, or Chris will all go or do an adjustment. One of us will go down there and under the car and do an adjustment if we have to, but we haven't had to do much adjusting this year. We kind of just show up and we got what we got. If we get beat, we get beat, but so far we've been pretty good.
Now, do you feel the pressure of being Eddie Johnson's son and how much history he has in the sport? I mean, it's got to help in some ways because people already kind of know you, but in the other way, you got expectations that maybe you probably feel like you have to live up to, even though, I mean, you really don't, but I'm sure it could probably feel like that.
Truthfully, I don't feel anything. If anything, I think it's an advantage of mine because he can give me a few tips here and there about things I can do better, and you know that ends up being a lot when you get a few small things. It ends up adding up. So he helps me out a lot, and truthfully, just the whole family does. My brother, he helps me and gives me advice, and my uncle Ricky, he does too. He's a big help. He owns all the cars and everything. So I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it without Uncle Ricky and all my dad, my brother, and all of them that helped me.
Now, do you ask them the same question and then do they give you a different answer? Who do you listen to?
Normally they give me the same answer. It depends on the question, truthfully. It just I don't know. That's a hard question to answer, truthfully.
He ain't gonna let me get nothing started, is he?
Nope. Not starting nothing.
PR training.
Right. He probably got a talking to before we get it.
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna ask you this.
Yeah.
Chase, any partners you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, so I would like to thank Avis Electric. They are coming on board to help us out for the Hampton Heat. Richmond Phi Theta Pi, they're coming. Fraternity group, they're coming out and helping us secure races at Dominion. Next Level Landscaping, Matthews Designs, Moonlighting Designs, Dixie Paving and Sealing, Farmer Machine, LA Engineering for the motors, Matthews Racing Enterprises, Virginia Heat, help eliminate auto theft. They're coming on board and helping us out for the rest of the year. That's going to be a huge help for us keeping on and trying to win a national championship this year. And I know I'm forgetting somebody, but I apologize.
Well, Chase, you got something?
I was just gonna say he'll have more practice at it later this year.
Oh, yeah.
I am worried about it.
Yeah, every week he's practicing.
Every week.
Well, Chase, we appreciate it, man. Good luck the rest of the season. Good luck on the national championship, and we look forward to seeing you here at Langley Speedway.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. Thanks, man.
Thank you for having me.
I mean,
That's a good egg right there, man.
what a cool history too, right? I mean, it's kind of like the Riley music in a way, right?
Oh yeah.
You got a rich family history in the sport. Um, great help, right? Those guys are very knowledgeable. They've won a lot of races, and they're getting it done. Yeah, he's dominating.
Whatever
man.
they've done this year, man, it's just
Well, what was it last year, or year before, when you won a couple of races here,
Yeah.
and it's just like something clicked, right? I mean, look, you're still very young. I don't know how old Chase is, but still very young. But like, just something clicked, and I was talking to him one day, I think it was last year, and he's like, Dad kept telling me that, and for us that have ran here, turn 2 is different than any other racetrack, right? Here, turn 2 is different. 3 and 4 is easy here. I don't know how you almost can't do nothing wrong.
If you're 3 and 4, you're bad in 1 and 2. If you're good in 1 and 2, you're bad in 3 and 4.
Yeah, but 3 and 4 is just easy.
Two's hard to get off of. That's where I'm struggling.
Everybody struggles.
Even
That's
the
the key to get around here.
I'm money through 3 and 4. Getting off of 2, sometimes that's
It doesn't look like it, but it's a 2-turn. There's like a second little hump there, right?
and they
You
put
go.
that speed bump at the exit now.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, that patch.
off too.
That patch off
Oh.
of 2. If you don't hit it low, the whole car, my first car bottoms out.
Oh, damn.
Like the whole car just squats and then comes back up.
That's that bad, huh?
It's gotten better
Mhm.
since they did it. Oh god, the first practice they did it, I thought I was gonna knock the wall down.
17.
17, yeah. I mean,
Young.
yeah, very young. But I mean, it's so cool to have it. But it's gotta be fun too. You're racing with your dad, and your brother, and you guys are doing. You're successful.
I want to know how Eddie feels. He's got to be just over the moon.
No, he's got to be. I know we had him. It was like the only way we could get him on. We had Chase and him come here one night, and we had Eddie on. And like I said, I mean, Eddie's got a rich history of the sport. And man, I can tell you, man, I was here in the early '80s, and we had a lot of guys that were tough. Eddie was tough. Bugs Harefield was tough. Chip Hudson was tough.
Phil.
I mean, obviously the Edwards boys, Phil. I mean, Phil won the national title in '95 or '94, I forget whichever year it was, and Phil was the man back in the day. But you had all those guys. I mean, man, if you ran top 10 back in the day, I mean, we had 30 cars here every week. I mean, if you ran top 10, you ran good. I mean, but yeah. So, Chris,
I'm here.
man, hell of a season. I mean, did you think in the beginning of the year that you would be able to back up some of last year, or the end of last year? I mean, last year, I'm going to say it's a surprise, but
We
can
did,
be, yeah.
we did a lot of work. Bringing Jerry on board helped a lot. He's very, very smart. There's very few people at the racetrack that I know that can walk up to a car with his hood up, look at it for 2 seconds, and tell you what all the numbers are and the front end of it.
Mhm.
And he's one of those people. So he brought a lot of knowledge over to us. But we have a good team.
Mm-hmm.
We all work together really well. We're having fun. We're not out there fighting and yelling at each other. He might yell at me on the radio every now and then.
Oh, does he? What does he say?
I don't know. Am I going to get kicked off the air?
No, we're not governed by any of
40-lap truck race. I got trapped on the bottom.
that. Mm-hmm.
I mean, whatever. He won fair and square. Louis drove the hell out of that truck.
Mm-hmm.
But they told me in Page to switch, which was the correct thing because we never completed the lap. I never completed the pass. And when they switched us, the whole field coned up. So I was stuck on the bottom, which is why I didn't take the cone. I had every intention of taking the cone and letting that bitch hang on the outside.
Oh.
And my spotter was in his skybox.
Who is that?
Sparky. Because I'm coming to the radio, like, go tell that official, we need to recon up. If you have to, throw him off the roof and get another one. And Gary comes over the radio mad because I was saving
I thought he couldn't see over the bar.
He was in the suite. He was right up in one of those chairs.
He couldn't see over the window.
He had a can of beer or soda in front of him. He couldn't see over.
Sparky doesn't drink.
Well, it was.
I
I
have had people on the radio with me, and I can hear that they drink. That was the last time on the radio.
Yeah, really.
But
Goodness gracious.
Jared,
I am old, Jesse.
But Jerry comes over the radio at 5 to go. We better go win this son of a bitch.
Mm.
So that's why I did what I did going into turn 1.
You tried. You
I
tried.
tried. I mean, I saved enough truck
Mm.
because I ran the fastest lap of the race on lap 39.
Mm.
It's time to do it.
So I saved too much, but I didn't know. You know, I've never run that long of a race. I didn't know what I needed to save, how long the tires going to hold up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, do I need to save fuel? How much gas are we going to have left after the race? So, I mean, the first half of the race, and we all paced because I was 3/4 throttle down the straightaway for the first 10 laps. Just take it easy. Don't overcharge the corner. Like, you don't have to leave everything. Practice doesn't pay any points. Qualifying doesn't pay any points. The only person who wins is on the last lap.
That's right. Yeah.
So I kind of let them go. I didn't want to fight. I also didn't want to tear anything up.
It got a little hairy there.
Yeah.
For a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, I will say in the end, it was
fun. That was a lot of fun.
it was a tearjerker to have Louis win. Right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
He was
wasn't-
giving it everything he had. He wasn't
he
letting it go.
was.
Yeah.
He was.
So,
And it
which
couldn't
was
be
cool.
more fitting.
And we talked after the race. Everything was fine. I told him to come back on race again.
Yeah, I think he'll come back every year. I'm sure probably just the one race. I didn't realize that was his truck though. That he carried it home every year. I thought like maybe maybe Brad Adams had it.
I'm pretty sure he keeps it as his memorial to Louis, which is cool. And that's a beautiful truck.
It is.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
got a cool
So
wrap on
they put a lot of work in putting that thing together.
it. Yeah. So what's your goals in the rest of the season?
Well, I got Jerry on the car now too, and we're a whole lot faster, so we're going for 2 championships.
I was gonna say, I think Pro 6 win is on the radar for
That's coming.
the old 67 man.
We did some things in this time off that's going to make us a little bit faster. Just little by little, we're chipping away at it.
Mm-hmm.
We got the consistency in the car. It's very well balanced. We just got to get a little bit more speed. And I got to qualify a little bit better.
Qualifying is kind of some people have a good knack at it, and some people don't.
The racetrack got let down before I went out for qualifying. They're like, "Yeah, racetrack's fine." I about smacked the wall about.
You continue running both classes. So have you? All right. Well, let me back up. Have you thought about next year? What's next year going to
I
look
don't know.
like?
I don't know. I'm gonna race something next year. I don't know what it is. Don't know where we're going. What we're gonna do.
There's going to be 2 classes, or
I don't know. I'd like to run 1 class. Two is a lot. This season though is nice with how the schedule is. I have 1 race that's double duty, so I can have a Pro 6 week and I can have a truck week. We can focus on the truck for a week and then we can focus on Pro 6 for a week. And I still have weekends off. I can go be a human.
yeah, you can go fishing, right? I see
Yeah.
you posting you're fishing there on your off weekends there. Now, do you have the same crew on both cars?
Yes.
So everybody's helping on both of them.
Jerry just came on about 2 races ago, actually coming out to the racetrack, and I took the car to Cully and he did a lot of stuff to it, and then Jerry just comes to the racetrack and fine tunes it. So he did a lot of spring shuffling and this and that and the other thing, and threw a couple towels at it. The car woke up. But yeah, I have the same crew for both the car and the truck. But generally, we do all our work at home.
Mm-hmm.
We show up on race day and put everything on jack stands. I mean, if we got to fix something, we can.
Right.
But we try and come prepared. Jerry doesn't like to lose, and I'm not allowed to work on the truck at the racetrack. You're supposed to do all your work at home.
I would agree. It's a whole lot easier that way.
Yes.
It's hard to make your car faster or any race car.
Well, I mean, there's that.
when you're working on it at the racetrack.
You're physically exhausted,
For sure.
and you got to drive the car. And I mean, the Pro 6 car's 130 degrees to drive that car.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be out busting your ass in the pits fixing it. Trust me, I know. That's the guy who blew 4 engines in the season.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
but it's a lot of work, and you gotta want it. You gotta want to do it. Definitely, you have to be dedicated.
Well, I would say that you're probably one of the most dedicated. I mean, you race 2 classes. You're here every Saturday night. Or how many Saturdays have you had off?
I think there's 4 this year.
So 4 Saturdays off. But then what's your official job at the karting club? Hanford's
I'm
Karting
the
Club.
race director for the Andros Kart Club, so I'm also here. Like
Friday,
for the
Saturday.
double header race that we had the 40 lap. Of course, the only night that I was double duty, we had a 40 lap truck race, and the truck is not easy to drive. It's got no power steering. These trucks don't want to turn into the corner, and you can probably test that too. That you got to make it. You got to make it go through the corner. It's not the Pro 6 car where you just tap the brake a little bit and it pulls down to the bottom, and you got power steering and it just turns off. But we had the double header race. I left Kart Club at 1 o'clock in the morning. Now, mind you, we started the check at like 10:30. but I'm in charge of the day. So I have to come up here. I got to shut everything down. I got to make sure all of their stuff is back where it's supposed to be. I've got to make sure everybody's out. All the gates are locked. So I get home about 1 o'clock in the morning. And then I wake up at 7 and load my trailer, get everything ready, come out here till 1 o'clock in the morning. And my brother makes me get up at 5 a.m. to go fishing on Sunday.
So now, do you tow both vehicles to the racetrack?
So Friday, for example, I'm off because it's 4th of July. So I'll go to my dad's house from about 11 to 3, and then I go up to Jerry's, and we'll do our final checks. We'll recheck the tow again. We'll go over and bolt everything. He'll sit there and yell at me as I'm doing it. It's incentivizing. Builds character. And then I'll bring it down here Friday night, and then come to the racetrack Saturday race, and then bring it back to his house on Sunday.
Okay.
He takes care of the truck. He puts a lot of work. That's his baby.
Yeah, it's a cool opportunity. I love seeing the car owner.
Having a crew chief like Jerry is phenomenal.
But I also love the part where you have a car owner, right? And we don't see that a whole lot anymore. It used to, years ago, you would have somebody that had a car and you would get somebody to drive for them. They gave somebody an opportunity. We just don't see very much of that anymore.
Ed's phenomenal. I mean, there's things we've been talking about for next year, ideas we've been kicking around. Who knows what's going to show up? I think I can do whatever that they're at, especially if I got Gary in my corner. But having Ed is great. I mean, I don't pay him. I do the work. We made a deal at the beginning of me driving the truck. I'll turn the wrenches and I'll drive wherever I got to drive and do whatever I got to do to make this happen. I mean, he'll bring in sponsorship money from Miles, and Jerry's brought us a couple sponsors, WG Speaks and Hunter Holmes. They're great to have on board as well.
Now, well, speaking of Miles, how surprised were you when we did call your name for that? Did you think you had a shot, or
no? I made a really crappy video.
It was kind of crappy, but that's all we really need. Like, we need some incentivization.
I'm not the public speaking person. I'm not somebody who put a microphone in their hand who's gonna. I don't have the charisma of Scott.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but
Scott has charisma. You haven't seen his fantastic commercials?
Well, I've seen a couple. Yeah,
Your
that's
commercials.
Dr. What's
No,
his
yeah.
code name? I don't even remember.
all myself.
So, the first
Dr.
time,
Love.
the first time I wasn't even gonna enter the first competition because I figured I'm not rally music. I'm not, one of the bigger names out here, so I'm not gonna get noticed. And you guys tagged me in your post the day before it closed. I literally at work, popped my phone out, walked in the inspection bay at Mako, and made a quick 30-second video. And,
Well, we definitely. I think we had this conversation. I remember you had told me that, and didn't think you had a shot at it.
after I saw Strickland's video this year, I was like, "Oh crap! Can I?"
Man, was that a good video? Or
Can I
what?
redo
That
it?
was way cool. I mean, he definitely had people thinking.
So definitely start working on your videos, guys, because
Yeah, it'll be here before you know it. But I will say what really helped Chris is he came to the Christmas party for Miles. And we have a really good, we have a fun party. We have a bunch of games and I'm sure there's some funny pictures out there or videos of us playing some stupid games.
it's because I almost won the candy cane. Vivian's like, "You're gonna do that," and I was like, "You're not gonna get on my knees for my sponsorship."
I heard whatever it takes, sir.
You gotta take the candy cane off the bowl with your mouth with your hands behind your back.
Yeah, you have to take one candy cane, put it in your mouth, and use it to get the other candy canes off.
Coordinated.
So, but we have a bunch
actually
of
did
funny
pretty good. I think I finished second or third, and I've never done that before. So
Yeah. Well, nobody had. It was. I think one person had from the night before or something or another. But we have a lot of fun, and everybody loved Chris in there, and people were like, "Oh, Chris is our guy."
making him a championship banner helped.
Yeah, I mean, it did hurt. It did hurt.
Somebody brought sweet treats. I heard.
Yeah, that was
Another.
that was the video guy.
But when you get a sponsor like that and they call you, you gotta show up.
Yes, and Chris brought the truck to the.
I saw that. Yeah,
Because I get the day from them, and then I go and I put that day on my calendar as my vacation day, and that's what I'm doing because I gotta fulfill my obligations and do what they want me to do and support them because they're supporting me.
Yeah, and I appreciate that effort.
You gotta have the social media engagement because that's life now.
It is, and a big shout out to them and thank them for really putting up the money. I mean, people just randomly pick some money and give them
$6,500 over the last 2 years. That's what I was telling Mason on the way up the elevator. You can start working on your videos now because it's real. The first one they handed me a check at the banquet. The second one they handed me a check at the banquet. Like it's
right. So
the second suit showed up faster than the black acid one did, but it's not going to be a one-day tournament.
No, it's not. That's a time consuming.
But it's quality.
It's so nice, right? And I mean, I know for me when I first started racing, I always wanted a custom suit, right? I wanted cool guys, right? You know, so I was like, man, I want a custom suit. Like,
I got it.
So cool.
My other suit was an impact suit, and shoulders burnt from racing go-karts.
Well, Chris, I appreciate you coming by.
Yeah, come check us out on Saturday for.
That's right. Thank your sponsors. Who all you got now?
I've got Miles Seamless Gutter, obviously. WG Speaks, Finer Homes, John Beckton Photography. I've got While You're
Shout
Out.
out to John.
Yeah,
That's
shout
right.
out to my dad, paying the bills still. While You're Out Commercial Cleaning, Kurt Lindsay's been with me since 2017. When I was doing the Support Langley page. And he sponsored me all throughout the Wing Champs.
Nice.
And when I got the Pro 6 car, he stayed on board with me. So he's been sponsoring me for almost 10 years.
Nice.
I've got Coastal Flooring with Tony Specchio. You guys need some, I'm pretty sure he did the flooring up here in the skyboxes, and he's doing all the flooring of the revamp that you're doing in Chuck's office and Bill's office.
It's another family that has done a lot for
the Specchio family is amazing. I don't know what the Kart Club would do without them.
For sure.
And then at Briar Glen Riding Academy. We're still looking for a hood sponsor on the truck. I know Courthouse Imports is not out here on any cars.
You know, if I put something on one car, you know how many people my phone will
The
blow
price
out?
tag's not that big. But it's got
Your best bet would be to do a division.
Right.
and thank you to Jack Dawson, or I'm sorry, the Scott Allen and Adam Lumrock and Jack Dawson Racing Insider News. When you take a vacation day, you get bumped.
There you go.
Sorry, Jack.
But big thank you to what you guys do for everybody. Take advantage of the opportunities of being on this show and where it can take you.
Yeah, we're just here to have fun. We enjoy it.
Yeah. Who's next in the hot seat?
No shame. Come on.
Keep the super truck train rolling here.
There you go. Hey, that's all we got, man. New super trucks, guys.
Bunch of truck drivers in the house tonight, baby.
Help yourself, man. Bacon, you want some pizza, man? Eat up.
Papa John's.
They have good pizza. So Shannon, we were talking before the show started. You're kind of the OG truck series guy. Been here a while in this series. So did you help develop the first truck, or I mean, you were sort of involved, right?
No,
in the very beginning.
I was right at the beginning of it. I was helping Bobby Montgomery and Randy Ross. Bobby won 97. I think he won Rookie of the Year out here. I think he had a 52 truck Toyota. And Randy Ross finished second at championship several times, but he never won it. A bunch of races won. Showed you some pictures in Victory Lane back 97, 98.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. And I started racing in 98, a couple of races, and run 99 up to 2001 before I went back to the coal mine, working back where I'm originally from. And ended up back here.
So what do you do now?
I work at the shipyard.
Okay. So you've raced all these years. Is there anybody that you haven't helped? Because it seems like you've helped a lot of people. I mean, you're the kind of like that staple guy in the truck series. You may not think so, but I think so. I mean, how many motors have you built for people?
I don't know. I have no clue. A lot.
Yeah.
In some form or fashion, completely build them, rebuild them, help them get them together.
I mean, you just love this truck series, right?
I do. I've never wanted to move up and go to another series. I love four cylinders. That's all I want to mess with. I've got my wife will shoot me, but I've got 6 race trucks in the yard. She calls them jump trucks. I can get them on this track if I need to.
Now you did say something. You might have somebody new coming along.
Yeah, we've Mason. He just bought a real good truck. He's gonna start out real good with a top-notch truck. And Brad Allen he lives in Moyock, North Carolina. He bought a truck from Shane Richardson, which is probably only run 3 races out here since it's been built new. So he's gonna have an extremely good, fast truck. Then my youngest daughter's wanting to get into it. So,
And how old is she?
she's 18. I've always been scared to death to let her do it. I don't know that she has an off switch when somebody taps her. I think she'll lose her mind.
See, like, did you see that video where Kevin Harvick was talking about his daughter in
Yeah.
the kart track? Is that not the funniest thing?
It is.
In practice, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, for those who maybe not,
And I feel that'd be exactly the way she is. Practice.
they're not passing me, Dad.
No, no way.
No, she already tells me that.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So, is there plans for her to come out? Are you gonna bring her out to
I'm
your truck
gonna-
and let her
I'm gonna
practice?
let her practice some and see how she does and how she can handle it. And I've got the other.
Now, what does your wife think about this?
She's all for it.
Does she really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, me and her have talked about it. She's good with it.
So, in other words, you told her.
When I was my daughter told me. My oldest, I think I scared the far out of her one year when she was little. I had an old Camaro, built up a little bit, and I got her in it. And I couldn't tell you how fast we was going, but it just started floating, and I was jumping from ditch to ditch. And she ain't liked speed ever since that.
So, is any of these trucks these junk trucks in your yard, are they for sale or?
If somebody is looking for a truck, I would sell a couple. And if somebody's wanting a truck, I know where more is at for sale.
Is that right?
Yep.
I'd imagine if there's something you need or you want to get in the truck series, you're the guy to talk to figure out who's got what.
I can
where it
help
is.
or direct to who can help. There's several trucks still floating around for sale.
It actually reminds me of Bobby Hall in the Pro 6. Bobby had owned pretty much every Pro 6 at one time, had owned most of them, and knew where every car was, who owned it, who built it, had all the history. Like, you wanted to know, oh, no, that car used to belong to such and such. Such and such built that car.
Yeah.
Such and such cars up in Richmond here. Or he knew where, he had a book and knew where every car was and so forth. You're kind of that guy in the truck series.
Well, the 91 and the 92 both come from
your house.
my collection. Stormy
cars.
and his buddy both. They come to Gloucester and picked them up. And took them about a year, but they got them all together and run. Anything with a Toyota, almost majority of the trucks racing at this track have a Toyota motor. I think you and Wesley and
Me, Wesley, Bill,
and Paige.
I think there's one other. Oh, you're right. A lot of people have the Toyota.
Yeah, and
Randy Akers wants to know if you got a truck for him.
Sure.
It's going to be hard to officiate your own truck.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Randy's been over to the house with Rodney Davis. They came over and I actually got a hold of one of Matt Walsh's old late model bodies one time. They came over and picked up, I think he got the quarters and the doors and fenders, used them on one of his old cars maybe. He's seen my collection.
Bill Wallace says you help everybody, including him.
Yeah, I think he didn't like me helping him out here last practice.
How come?
That was after the wreck, after he got the truck back together, after they took it down to the frame shop and Chris and them helped him get it back straight. When he started the truck up, I said, that don't sound right. He went out practice, truck run great. When he got back in, I climbed under it, found a crack in the bell house. It took him about 5 weeks.
And you just heard that?
Yeah.
Like, we were like, it's fine.
No, you can hear when a bell house cracks on them Fords. They got the awfulest noise to them ever was when they try to start.
Excited.
Yeah, right.
I can race with Bill Stock kid.
Yep.
And he's been fast, right? I mean, he just needs to tighten it up just a little bit.
He needs to loosen it up.
Man, I don't know if he can handle it much looser. I know before he got that last accident there, he was catching Chris. I'm like, oh, then he would get loose. I'm like, man, if he could just.
My spot or something, just ride the bicycle.
Oh, he was right. He was trying to do everything. Let's see. It should have no problem passing tax. Randy. yeah, Randy shouldn't have any problem.
Couldn't ask for much more than that.
No.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get one of my buddies from Kingsport to come up and run the truck one weekend. Billy Duty. He's got like 4 mini stocks that he fields back there and lets people run them.
Oh, really?
Puts people in them to run.
Oh, that's cool.
He started running Newport and Kingsport, both down there.
So then Kevin Canner's got to be a thorn in his side.
Right, they're good buddies.
Yeah.
And Birdie.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. I grew up. That's where I got into racing. That was Lonesome Pine. I was a security guard. I worked the back gate there.
Is that right?
For many years.
What made you decide to start racing? How did you even
never
get
had
involved
a
in
desire to want to drive. I just wanted to work on
it? Is that right?
it. I went to my idol growing up hero was Waddell Wilson.
Mm.
I went to the same school he did.
Is that right?
Yeah. I graduated Nashville Auto Diesel College in 1990.
Okay.
And all I wanted to do was work on it. Then ended up getting up here helping Randy Ross and them, and they got a second truck, and Randy's dad said, "Why don't you jump in here and drive it?" I said, "I don't know how to drive." I got in it. I remember the first time I took a green flag, my knees was knocking so hard I couldn't push it back. I was so excited.
Really?
Yeah. But then after that, I fell in love with it. And I work on them, I build them, I set them up, I do my motors, I do my rear, I do it all. I don't have nobody help me do nothing. I do 100% of my stuff.
Man, there's not many people that can do that anymore.
Really?
And I'm too old to do it right
Is that right?
It's simpler that way. We don't have to deal with politics.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can fix our own stuff. At the racetrack, you got to really fix yourself.
now. I use one guy, Jim Putney, out of Chico, California. He has 22 RE Raceworks, a machine shop, and sells anything to deal with Toyota. If I need a piece or a part, cam, whatever, it's the only person I get anything from.
And he knows how to get it, where to get it, or
Yes.
have it. So
He can make it.
make it. Wow.
He fabricates, makes everything himself.
So is the goal to get the daughter out to here this year?
I'm gonna get her out to practice. I won't
What
say
we're
race. She's gonna have to turn a lot of laps, and I'm gonna have to feel comfortable with it before I'll turn her loose with other people. But
Well, I mean, I guess it'd be nice, or it was nice everybody liking you until your daughter gets out here and starts.
yeah, I said I'll run one race with her, and I'll probably hang it up and just help her.
Mhm.
If she might not like it, I don't. I'm not scared to death.
Yeah. Well, you never know.
Yeah,
But I think it will be fun to say y'all race together.
yeah, it would.
I mean, I think those family ties have got to be way cool, right? I mean, for you to race against your daughter, I think it's cool that Chris gets to, he wins a race and his dad gets to take the pictures, and I mean, those things are valuable that you can't, those are moments that money can't buy.
Right.
And at the end of the day, we're doing our thing.
Yeah. 100%. It's the same thing, you had Chase Johnson on. His brother Chris helps me and Terry Harris and Rich Burgess on the ARCA car for Ryan Hook.
Mm-hmm.
We all traveled down to Charlotte and went to the race and had a good time. Had a decent run.
Yeah, y'all did have a good run.
Yeah.
Where did y'all end up?
15th.
Okay, but didn't y'all get up in the top 10 at one time?
Yeah. Well,
I think,
well, 2 years ago, he actually finished 5th at Talladega. I mean, he runs at Talladega extremely well. They got all their cars are Kyle Busch cars.
Okay.
So they've got top of the line stuff, and they're up on all their updates. The cars stay in Charlotte more than they stay up with,
Okay.
getting everything done to them.
I'll say, I don't know if it's changed much, but I know a few years ago when me and Jack were over at Ken Schrader Racing, and when they had the ARCA team, that they've kind of had that same chassis for several years, and I think it's continued. So there's not a whole lot of changing as far as the body. I'm sure the body's changed since then, which is
We still run the Fusion body on their car.
Do
We
you?
didn't even update it to the Mustang. He's just got so many Fusion.
right. But
panels.
that's a plastic body, though, right? Or the what do you call the? I don't want to say carbon fiber. Composite. Yeah. Well, I think this was before that, and I think all the chassis are saying they just kind of updated the bodies, which I think kind of helps keep costs down. So you got this evolution of, which I guess they can't really, because I mean, ARCA used to be old cup cars.
They still are.
Yeah. Well, right, but they haven't done that in years because the cup stuff is just you had the COT car.
Yeah.
They're so different.
No, we're still right before the COT cars.
Right.
What
Yeah.
we're
But it used to be a feeder where they could sell their stuff down to
Yeah.
and they could run it. But like I said, that stuff has stayed the same for the last 20 years,
Mhm.
which is, the cost has kind of, I think, stayed, which I think they're running the Ilmore motors.
Yes.
They run, yeah.
Well, you can run the Ilmore or the Heritage motor. You can still run a carburetor.
Oh, can you?
There's a couple of them that still do.
Oh, wow.
Brad Smith. I think him and one other I've seen down there in Charlotte still have carburetors on their cars.
Huh. I mean, I know like a lot of the guys like the Ilmore motor. You have, a decent motor, not somebody has a lot more than you. And if you run so many laps, it's all documented. It should be, it's a kind of a standard price to get something done.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. It's easy to manage, I guess,
It is.
on a finance side.
Yeah, the motors are sealed. You can't go in them. You can't do nothing. You can change a spark plug. That's about it.
Right. I mean, compared to like cup stuff, the lease on those things are, I don't know what they cost now. I know 15, 20 years ago, the lease a motor for the race was 130 grand per race. Right. That's not counting the crew and tires and just the motor per race. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's double the price today. But, I may not. No, it's just to lease a motor, a cup motor.
Just to
RCR
borrow it.
motor.
Just to borrow it. You gotta give it back.
Yeah. Now you do get one employee that's essentially full time for you to tune it and
Make sure your motor's running.
correct.
Well, when we go through the tech line with the car, Ilmore's there. They put spacer and whatever. Or according to the track we're at, they put a restrictor on it.
Okay.
They'll go through it. If they notice a code or a weak cylinder or something like that, they'll change the coil, plug wire. They'll do whatever they need to do to get that motor back up.
Oh, good.
And ARCA don't penalize you or nothing for it. Now you got to change anything else, a starter, a battery, or just like normal. It's an unapproved adjustment. You back the bill. But anything to do with that engine, Ilmore takes care of. They don't penalize you for it.
Yeah. I mean, it's still an expensive. Well, I mean, racing itself is expensive. I mean, how fast you want to go is how much money you want to spend. I mean,
Yeah. You can. Well, like Talladega and stuff, they mandate what shocks and springs we can run. So everybody gets the same stuff.
they do, but the massaging on certain things and areas is where the sweet. I mean, there's a lot of underneath stuff that is.
They're thorough on their checks. They don't let a lot of stuff slide on them cars. You think, well, it's art, but they don't care. No, they care.
Yeah, no, they do. Well, the safeties for one, and the other stuff. But I mean, you want it to be fair. And then we could use Matt Waltz here, and I'm not trying to beat on Matt because I feel bad for him, and I think Matt's a great guy, and I wish this really wouldn't have happened. But in some ways, I think from the outside, it will make people feel good that, hey, they're DQing somebody because everybody else they're running against is legal, right?
Right.
And so I mean, I think it brings credibility, right, to any series when somebody gets DQ'd, right?
Yep.
I think correct.
It does.
Because I mean, and I'll throw them on their bus. Arena Racing, I think, was one of the ones at one time that you felt like there was so much stuff that was getting away with, and there was. And then what happens is people don't want to come and race because they don't feel like they have a fair shot because they know some people are just getting away with murder in some ways, and it runs people away in my view. And I felt that way, and some of those, or I could see that in some of those. Why would you want to come here? You can't compete.
Yeah, it takes good tech to keep people
racing, right? And we're our own worst enemy, right?
Yeah, because whoever's got the most money for no tech, that's who's going to win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Well, Shannon, I appreciate you coming by. You got anybody you want to thank who helps you?
Well, like I said, I've not got to race a lot in the last few years just because of the illnesses and stuff and surgeries, but I'm hoping to get out and try to run another season here next year. But I know I might get one or two more races in this year before the next surgery. We'll start fresh next year.
Well, I wish you luck, and can't wait to see your daughter come out. I look forward to that. I think it'll be fun for both of you, a cool experience for both of you.
Really cool. Yeah. I've already got all the stuff to build another motor to put one of my other trucks. So I'll have them both ready by then.
Bill says he's got the track Thursday afternoon. He wants you to come listen to the starter.
Well, I could just 2 minutes from the house come listen to it.
Right. Just hold your phone close
I'll
to
be
it when
here.
you start it up and call Shannon on the phone.
Yeah.
We appreciate it, man. Thank you. Good
Anytime.
luck, man.
Yep.
I hope everything
Have
works
back
out.
soon, Shannon.
Give Mason the thing there, our latest new truck series.
Up and comer.
Yeah, man. Mason, I don't know if we've had you on before yet, have we? You've been here before? The first time, maybe last time. I don't know. So, I know who you are. For those people out there that don't know who Mason is, give us a little background on how'd you get started and what have you raced?
2014, I started a go-kart. Raced till 2018, got a track championship. I quit racing for a little bit. Came out here 2023 in Enduros. Won Rookie of the Year. 2024, I only finished half the race because of half of the races because of car troubles, and I finished 10th in points. And then I got put in the wall the second race of this year. So we've been kind of just rebuilding.
Oh, really? So you only run the 1 or 2 races this year? No?
I ran the first race in the Enduro, and then the second race I got totaled.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Not Chuck. We just learned that Cole Bruce's dad passed away. Thoughts and prayers for those guys. And actually, I meant to say something about him earlier. I mean, I can't imagine what those guys are going through. It's been a long couple of weeks for those guys to be just waiting. Yeah, I mean,
While he's on the racetrack.
it's an awful experience. But you know, I mean, look, man, they were doing what he loves, right?
Yeah.
And he's here at the racetrack and watching his son race. And they did get that, you know, first late model win
They
a
did
few
win.
weeks ago.
I know that was a good.
I hope that they continue on. I don't, you know, I have no idea
Yeah.
of what their plans are going to be, but I hope that they continue for. I would think Robert would want to, but
Oh,
that's
big time.
certainly a Cole's thing, and I think Cole is a great young man coming along in the sport. Great guy, and I've gotten to know him the last year or two.
He's a good
And,
one.
man, thoughts and prayers with you guys.
Shout out to their family, man. Yeah.
I'm gonna put a damper on you. Let's see.
Cole posted this.
You're a much better reader than I am.
Cole posted on Facebook, "My dad earned his angel wings this afternoon. He fought so hard, but it was his time to take the checkered flag. I love you forever, Dad. Thank you for everything you did for me, for our family, all the love and sacrifices for us. To all the younger racers out there, hug your dad. Tell him you love him. Thank him for everything that he's done. And to everyone who has reached out with love and support, thank you. We had no idea how deeply loved our dad was." And yeah, man, I hope they come out and race some more this year because he's got a shot at this track championship. I mean, point blank.
I mean, he's got
They're that
man,
good.
I tell you, I think he was a good shot at the Hampton Heat. I mean, he's got a
Yeah.
really good long run speed car.
He's figured it out. And only his third season, I think, second or third season.
Well, they run some limited stuff, which I've still only been a couple years at Dominion and come here and sold their stuff last year. Took 2 cars, sold them, and got 1 updated car, which is old car is
Still running here.
which is winning some races.
Is it Atlas car?
Yeah, Atlas car is one of them. I don't know the other one. The other one's the other car that
Man, they almost won Dominion or South Boston on Saturday, man. So yeah, it's a great car.
Didn't he win down there a couple weeks ago, or where did they go anywhere?
He won at South Boston. Yeah,
So, yeah.
they
under DQ.
they finished second. But
Yeah.
won it in post race day. But they were dominant on Saturday. Late race caution hurt their chances, but they were leading with 10 to go.
So
So yeah, but that 31 car is quick, man. They got a new sponsor,
new
new
really
car.
cool, a big sponsor for them.
Yeah. And I do hope they run on the 19th.
Absolutely.
Robert will too.
I would think so. Cole, if you're listening, man,
We're with you, buddy.
yeah,
100%.
I can't imagine. I was getting emotional when you reading that.
Yeah.
I
And
can't
he's
imagine.
got his pilot's license, or working on his pilot's license.
Yeah, so I think he's graduated school. He got one of his instruments. I know I have some pilot clients of mine that I didn't know, like certain planes you fly, that you have to get instrument certifications on. I thought you get it's like a car, right? You get any car, you just
Take your
fly.
test.
Right? Yeah. You got
Okay, you're good.
Right, you're good on all of them. But that's not the case on planes. Like your planes, like if it's this plane or that brand plane, and it's like $20,000 or $30,000 per test for this particular
Expensive.
plane, and so depending on who
Certain
you fly
class.
for. But he has to get so many hours on smaller planes, and you build up. I don't remember what the numbers are before you become like a airline pilot. But he's very driven, obviously, and doing well with that. Yeah. So sorry, I didn't want to put a damper on you there, Mason. But so what made you decide to get the truck?
I was a tough decision between super trucks and super streets. I actually seen the truck that I got in the hospital the night I wrecked.
In the hospital.
Yeah, we went to the hospital
Oh.
because my knee was real sore,
Okay.
and I was on Marketplace, and I seen it.
So wait a minute now.
Sitting in the hospital.
You're in the hospital,
Searching for new race cars.
and you're like, hey, there's this truck for sale. Is
We
this
bought-
how this happened?
So we seen it, and I was like,
Well, I
man,
mean, you are like your uncle. I do know him. But
I seen
things that make sense now.
you know, it'd be great to be able to get that truck. I didn't think it was gonna happen. Then a month or two later, I ended up, me, my mom, and my dad drove to Moyoc to get it.
Mm-hmm. So what you got to do to the truck, or what have you had to do to get it ready? Or
Michael Waters just helped me
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Sunday.
yeah.
He helped me put it on the scale, check ride height, and put my seat in.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, it should be good to go.
So when's your first race?
Depending on money, we're gonna try to run August.
You gonna try to what?
Run August 2nd,
Okay.
and then a few races after.
Well, your mom just needs to come off some more money. I mean, that's get her a part-time job or something. I mean,
Throw some dollar bills at it.
yeah, yeah. So how old are you, Mason?
I'm 16.
16. So you're still in school.
Yeah, I do online. I've got
Okay.
only 3 classes left.
Is that right? So what do you want to do?
I want to work on diesels.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, that's right. Taking people to do work on cars for a living. No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean you can make a good living being a diesel mechanic. I mean,
I mean, working on cars is all I really know.
Mm-hmm.
And diesel technicians just make more money. So
They do equipment stuff. I mean, it pays a lot more. I don't know, man. When I first got into the business, it was like, hey, man, you want to work on this and have to use a forklift to lift the cylinder head up, or do you want to work on this little Saab or BMW has this little teeny cylinder head that you pull up by yourself? Right? I was like, oh, that seems easier to me.
I don't know. BMWs aren't the easiest to work on.
No, well, no, they're not. But yeah, it's like everything else. Flying an F-14 ain't hard if you know what you're doing. You know, and I think some gas people would say the same things about diesel. They'd be like, man, fuck a diesel. Like they don't understand how it works. I mean, and it's kind of, I mean, diesels are simple. I mean, they've got complex the last couple of years with all this emission stuff. But I have heard that some of that emission stuff is supposed to go away in the next couple of years. I hope so, because I think it's just, I don't know, I think it's just ridiculous. So then what's your goals for the truck series for the remainder of the year that you're going to run?
This year I'd just like to get seat time and finish the race.
And then whip up on Chris Bechtel?
That'll come. Give it time.
I mean, if you just wreck him when he comes by last year, you can get him there. No, you're right about that. That's right.
I shouldn't have won the first 2 races.
Mhm. Hey, Chris a few years ago was in your shoes, right? I mean, we all started somewhere at some point and never thought we would. I don't think me and Chris have had this conversation. Did you ever think he'd be in a position he's in? No, you know, just you never thought thought it would happen or what. And I don't know, how old were you when you were flagging in arena racing? I've known Chris since then, you know.
Next year will be 20 years.
So you might have been doing it a little bit before I started.
2005.
When I went to Richmond is when I started.
2005 was my first year working at arena racing. Back when we were doing Silver
Yeah, that's when they had a lot of cars and a lot of people were coming. So what got you into the racing in the first place?
Well, my uncle, he raced Legends, so let's see, probably around 2012.
Mm-hmm.
So I was coming out here to watch him. And then 2014.
Did you learn anything from him?
No, I was
Like what not to do, maybe?
I was too young. So I was the oldest I was probably 5 or 6 when he was still racing.
Mm-hmm. So what class did you start out with in the go-karts?
I started out in kid karts when I was 5.
Oh, did you? So you did start going to kid karts,
Yeah.
huh? The little weed eater motor things.
I started kid karts in 2014.
2014. Okay. So you've been at this about 10 years, 12 years.
Yeah, not bad. I took a break, but not bad.
How long did you take a break for?
About 5 years.
Now, how long have you been back at it?
This is my 3rd year back.
3rd year. Now, where you keep the race car and who helps you with it?
I've been keeping it at my grandma's house, and me and my dad do pretty much all the work. But since we got the truck, Mike Waters has stepped up a lot to help out him and his dad.
No, they're good people. It's good help. I mean, they've been around for a long time. Yeah. You can learn a lot from them, and I think it's a great asset for you, to be honest.
Yeah, he's definitely taught me a lot, even though it's only been not too long.
Now, is he gonna come help you on race days?
Haven't really gotten that far because we just got the truck, I think 2 weeks ago.
So is the truck ready yet, or we still got a few things to do?
I want to come out and test to make sure it's 100%, but almost positive it's ready to go.
Nice, cool. So then you're gonna come practice on the tires you have. I'm assuming you guys probably got some old tires. That's
Yeah,
on it.
I'm just gonna practice on what I have. I'm not gonna push it too hard.
No, that's easy to say. You start getting out here and then you're like, driving a little deeper. I can get in a little harder. And it's like, oh, that was too much.
We'll see.
Who spots for you?
I haven't figured that out quite yet. I think Jacob Dirt spot for me one race, and then Brett Burgess the rest.
Those are some good cats right there, man.
Yeah.
Jacob was spotting for Aiden at Sobo this past weekend. He finished 2nd.
Yeah.
So good guys to have in your ear, man. Eye above the sky.
Well, Mason. Well, cool deal, man.
What number are you going to be?
22.
22. Yep.
Where did the 22 come from? Is there any significance with that, or you were just
So,
a Joey Logano fan?
No, not that. No, so I started out as 66. Then we went and got a flat card, and I decided that was just my number. That's what was already on it.
Oh, okay.
I just stuck with it.
Okay.
Is it going to look like the Enduro?
Yeah.
That was a cool looking car, man. The pink and the.
That's what we're gonna do in off season. That's one of our projects.
There you go.
So you got any sponsors you want to thank? Shout out to?
Not at the moment. We're looking.
Okay, so you got plenty of space on the car for anybody who wants to put your name on it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we've got
No budget too small.
We've got a lot of space.
You might thank your mom and dad. Probably.
Well, yeah, I like to thank my mom, my dad, Michael and Brian Waters, my grandma for letting me keep the truck at her house, and her neighbors for not getting too mad. When we started up
Where's your grandma live?
Virginia Beach.
So you crank it up at night?
Oh no. Oh no. every
He'd
single
be
house
like,
can hear.
don't be like Sammy. Sammy, they run him out of
Because
Pocosin because
Yeah.
of his race car. He's moving to Yorktown. And the neighbors keep calling the police on him.
Oh man! Actually, our neighbors are pretty excited that we got the truck.
Oh, really?
They
That's
like to
cool.
look at it.
Mm-hmm.
what's
Well, that's
that?
fun.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. That's fun. Well, man, I wish you luck.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see you out here. And if you got anything that we can help you with, man, please let us know. If you get a sponsor and you want to announce it and bring them on, call us, man. That's what we're here for.
Appreciate it.
No problem. Appreciate you, man.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Go get it, buddy.
We'll see you, Mike. There. Thanks, buddy. Well, man,
That's about it, man.
yeah, it's been a good show without Jack.
Yeah, went pretty well, man. We didn't have no bumps in the road. We didn't hit no wrong buttons. We did good.
The screen didn't go out. I mean, we're in good shape. Let's see.
We forgot to mention the old track house swap. Track house. Thing.
Well, I heard that was coming. That
it had been floating around.
I think everybody pretty much knew. Well, there's a couple of things, right? So you have I don't know. He acts like he's got something lined up. So I'd be curious of where he ends up.
I imagine he's been talking to some folks.
We're talking about
Torres.
Torres. To see.
Not gonna be in the car next year in the '99.
Yeah, I think they wanted to get through Mexico before they announced it.
I think that was smart. Yeah.
And then we also have the Rick Ware deal. I messaged my buddy down there that works at Rick Ware. He didn't know anything about it. So I'm not sure. I haven't talked to him since earlier in the week. But I understand in some ways it sounds like this is already a complete done deal. Like it's already transferred. So I haven't got confirmation on that. I know he wasn't really worried about his job. I know it sounds like his son is going to stay in the car this year and next year. But it'll be curious of what's going to happen because they have two charters.
Yep.
I didn't realize that the lawsuit with Jimmy Johnson in there, where they had supposedly had a deal, they had already lost that lawsuit
With Legacy.
with Legacy, and that Rick Ware is suing them for slander. And that whole ordeal that's ongoing. So be curious how that lands. Yeah. But I understand this was like a $100 million plus
With the two charters, and all their assets. Yeah, that's what I heard too.
deal. But the one charter is leased to Rouse Fenway.
RFK.
Yeah, RFK. So, and they have a year next year with it. So then where does that leave RFK? So I'd be curious of how this is going to land. How is this going to affect? And then you also got to think about, like, where's this going to land with the whole lawsuit with NASCAR?
Yeah, man.
If they lose,
back and forth
this
with
is
that. The teams are supposed
that's
to
6
hand
charters.
Yeah, the teams have been asked to hand in their reports of the money that they make, and they're kind of on the fence about
Yeah, it's
doing
supposed to be
it.
a third party supposed to handle it, so nobody can.
Something about I heard IndyCar got mentioned in it too.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that is, and I see a little bit of their point in this. I mean, it's a double-edged sword. You know, if I had a series and somebody wants to tell me how I should pay them, not pay them. I mean, I get NASCAR side of it, but you can also, and they use the analogy, and the attorneys did, that like Facebook and these places that everybody has, right? And they stand behind, well, in order to use it, you have to, abide by our legal mumbo jumbo, whatever. You can't sue us, yada yada yada. And the government has stepped in and it's like, you can't do that. Well, it's my app. Like, if you want to use it, you got to abide by sharing information, that kind of stuff. And that's been backed off because the federal government got involved. And I think they're kind of using that same analogy in their lawsuit. They have a point. I don't know if it's good enough.
Yeah.
But I could see their side of it, and I will say, NASCAR's greedy. They have been, but it is their deal, right? I mean, if you want to play in their sandbox, you got to play by the rules. So it'll be interesting to where it all lands. With RFK with the one charter, Rick Ware, so they'll run one car, but he wants to beat two cars. I'm talking about a third team, and that guy, started the Spire Motorsports. So the guy's got some knowledge, has done well, and he thinks it's a good deal. And he thinks those charters are worth $75 million a piece. So he paid $100 for it, and they're worth $75. Just the charters are not assets. It's pretty good.
Got a steal. Yeah,
so
we'll see.
It'll be interesting how that all turns out. But I think Rick is still involved. a little bit, maybe. I've kind of heard, so we'll see how it all shakes out.
Yep, just gonna have to sit back and wait, man. It's gonna be an interesting off season, that's for sure.
Shout out to Tim Brown, Slinger Speed Company. Get your t-shirts. We got them hot off the press here. I mean, they're still warm.
Oh yeah.
They finished doing them today and brought them over. So thanks, Tim. Look for them. We'll give a few away this weekend, but we plan on giving all of them away eventually. So hit us up for a t-shirt.
Come on out and see the sprint cars and the fireworks, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool
Saturday.
weekend this weekend.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
And we will see you guys next week. Thanks, guys.
Next Tuesday. Yep.
So, I hit the button here. Oh.